Wow, so I could just feel two Arcturian beings right next to me while I am with my Galactic Akashic channeler. So it was really interesting. I just met up with her about half an hour ago, and I thought I need to channel this information. So welcome. It is coffee crystals and channeling time. Mm. Ah, it's good. How are you guys today? Things are a bit crazy, aren't they? Honestly, I was in such a weird space, probably 2 weeks, but to be honest, I have been setting up my Patreon membership platform. So if you guys want to jump onto my Patreon, I will link it below. That's got heaps of Reiki, crystal Reiki healing and angelic messages, card readings, so much different stuff that I don't do on YouTube. But anyway, the last 2 weeks, I've just been in this weird space. It's like, am I happy? Am I sad? Am I frustrated? Am I bored of this world? Am I anxious? Am I excited? It's this weirdest feeling of being everything, like being all at once, being everything and nothing all at once. I don't know what's happening. It's almost like I'm being shown these timelines are converging, converging. Why the words are feeling weird. They're kind of creating like this void. It's not like a black hole, but it's like this 0 point. There's this 0 point, and it's almost like when you're on the edge of this quantum 0 point energy, you're on like this, it's like the corner, there's no corners, but it's like you're on, it's like they're showing me this ring around the 0 point energy where you're everything. It's like we're tuning into everything. It's every timeline, potentiality, every frequency. So every emotion, every possibility, every potentiality, every opportunity is arising out of this space. And it's actually our normal state of being as a higher frequency, a higher being of light. For us starseeds and light workers, we are used to playing in this space where pretty much it's like being an instant manifester, an instant creator. I mean, we're creating, but we're doing it without realizing. So when you're in this 0 point space, it's every single opportunity, possibility, potentiality is waiting for you, and you can create whatever you want. But it's kind of like this void of nothingness, of where do we start? Where does it end? What should we start? What should we end? Do we want to start anything new? Do we want to end anything? It's this weird, I was calling it a limbo stage. Not everybody will be feeling like this, but you go through times where you do feel like this. And at the moment, there is just this huge purging of the old reality, and there's a reset, a realignment. And I feel like that's what the Arcturian beings were doing for me. So what happened was I met up with my Galactic Akashic Records reader, Jess. I will link her details below. She's so awesome. She's from Australia. Well, probably not from Australia. She's definitely galactic, and so much more. She's living in Canada, and I catch up with her when I can. And she was just tuning into, areas where I was feeling like with business, I'm just setting up this membership platform on Patreon. I was feeling like it was kind of coming up that I wasn't valuing myself. I wasn't valuing myself. It's just, doing a lot of stuff for free with my one-on-one sessions and everything. And it was just showing that what I was getting was that I am I feel like I am just meant to be doing this. Like, this is my sole purpose. This is what excites me. This is fun. This creates flow. This is just freedom to me. But then at the same time, I wasn't valuing that the money, financial side of abundance. So sometimes we're stuck in these blocks and belief systems, and we're working hard, and we're creating, we know how to manifest, we're releasing blocks, we're releasing belief systems. But when you're looking at your own life, it's sometimes hard to see the wider perspective, to see the bigger perspective. The guides were showing me it's almost like there's a funnel, and a sieve, when you're trying to look at your own, like read your own records or read your own cosmic energy or angelic energy, or you're trying to read those areas, you're kind of only seeing a certain perspective, which is your perspective, which has been created by, your family, your parents, your culture, your beliefs, your environment where you've been living, your government, your and the DNA that resides within your systems, like the blueprint. It's very hard to read all of that, read the bigger picture when you're sitting in. It's almost like being a fish in the ocean. You're not really realizing, like, you can't actually feel they can't, I don't know, I haven't asked a fish, but I could probably tune into their consciousness, but they're not really realizing, they're not feeling like they are in water, because that's just their natural state of being. Sometimes we get so used to being in our natural little bubble. It's like, I see individuals, like it's like a snow globe. We're in a snow globe, each individual's in a snow globe, and we're shaking up the snow globe, and all you're seeing is the staticky snow or muddy water, or you're not really seeing clearly. Nothing has settled. Unless sometimes you'll do a really good meditation and you'll just be completely connected. You'll see everything, you'll understand everything, you'll know everything, you're completely connected to source. And then you start to fall back down and everything gets filtered again back through the belief systems and back through the third dimensional reality. Even fifth dimensional reality can be still filled with blocks as well. So yeah, super interesting. So what was happening was we're releasing some of the old belief systems that had come from, ancestral lines, still probably within the DNA. There was stuff that my parents, bless their hearts, they tried so hard. But this is the problem. They tried so hard. Like so many of our parents have been in that survival consciousness, and they've been trying to survive rather than thrive. And we keep getting taught that we have to work really hard to earn money. And then it also came up today of that, it's kind of like some of the aristocrats, or ends up these people, these individuals that have been controlling certain fractions of the world, they actually get given a lot of stuff for free. So it's kind of like, you don't want to be somebody that just gets given stuff for free, but then because that looks, that looks bad, but then, you're taught to work really hard and that's successful. It's very confusing, this earth. I'm actually confusing myself just talking now. So I'm just going to tune into the Arcturians that came through. So when we were doing some upgrades, I could feel 2 Arcturian beings standing behind me. So, okay, so what they were doing is I can feel them. They were tuning my frequency to a new understanding, a new level of frequency, almost like a leveling up. So it's like, if you can, some people call them timelines. So there's timelines with like if you go into that 0 point quantum field, everything is possible, every opportunity is there. And I may have just, even in my blueprint, even before I came, I may have just picked, say, this possible timeline. It could have been higher than this timeline, but it's not the highest timeline. So it's kind of like what the Arcturians were helping me do was it was like connecting my frequency of where I was to this alternate higher frequency, what we would call a higher timeline. So, to create more abundance, to, have fun, freedom, wealth through excitement and just ease. So it was really interesting. So it's almost, I can see this technology that they have. It's almost like this wand. It's not a wand, but it's like this device. So it's kind of going over, but it's more, it's technology, but it feels organic-y. Like it doesn't feel like that rigid metal, hard technology. It feels more of a lighter technology that's connected through telepathy. So they control it through their mind. So it's almost like it's heightening, amplifying. So their brainwave frequency, actually, it's not just their brainwave frequencies. It's coming through their whole entire body like a ripple. It's like an attunement. So it's like a wave. They're pushing up. It's coming out and into this device. So the device is amplifying, kind of like they're showing me like crystals can do this too. And it's almost like a crystalline. It's not plasma structure. It's actually beyond the plasma structure. But it's like this device that was kind of reconfiguring my frequencies to align with a higher frequency, so a higher timeline. Super interesting. So when the two Arcturians, I can feel them. It's almost like when you feel someone's behind you, or you feel like somebody's watching you, but not in a creepy way because I know their energy. These were new Arcturians, though. I don't know if I've met them in particular, but I recognize the Arcturian frequency. So they came behind me, and so physically in this dimension, in the Earth, say third dimensional, even fifth dimension, slightly I could see them in what I would call the fifth dimensional, more like an outline. But they're actually from higher dimensions than fifth. So it's very hard for them to drop down to third. I had to be aware of them. I had to believe in order to receive, not to receive what they were giving me, just to receive me feeling them and seeing them. So they came behind, they just appeared almost like, I don't know, what's that? Is it Star Trek? All these programs that we thought were just not real. Teleport. It's almost like they're showing me like a TV, the old school TVs. Well, even now, I suppose you tune into your whatever you're watching. The TVs are so much more advanced now. They'll tune in pretty quickly. But say if you first brought a TV and it hadn't been tuned, you're tuning into the frequencies of, whatever. I'm in New Zealand. We have, we've got Sky at the moment type thing, or, if say if you are tuning a box to Netflix or whatever, you're tuning in. So that's kind of like what the Arcturians looked like when they were coming in, almost like a fuzzy tuning in, and then they were here. Yeah. Teleportation. I mean, they're saying, yeah, It's pretty much like teleporting. And they're saying we can do it too. We can do it. And it does happen. You do hear of people doing that. What's that? Is it Cynthia Sue Larson? What's her name? She's awesome. Like that physics. I don't know. Anyway, she's amazing at quantum physics and all that stuff. But she can be in more than one place. Biolocation. It's almost, they're saying it's kind of like biolocation. Even though you fully leave, so you're not really biolocating, you're just fully leaving this one location and then you're going into another location, but then you can come straight back to that other location. And because time works differently over there, then they can be here and they can be there at the same time. Oh my God, I sound crazy. Does that make sense? In my mind, it's making sense, but when the words are coming out, it's so hard, honestly, guys. Okay, so the Arcturians are behind me. They teleported in. I can see them. I don't know if I'd call it my third eye. I could just see, I could feel them. So it's like you're feeling them, you're sensing them. So it creates this visual of them. So it's not like you necessarily have to see with these eyes, because you're not actually seeing with your eyes anyway. That's a whole nother story. Perception is our perception. We're only seeing, 0.01% of the visual light spectrum. We're not even seeing anything in the universe, pretty much. We're seeing a pinhead of what is really out there, what is really in this universe, other universes, beyond the universes. We're not even seeing half of it. It's like I've said before, the cats can see more than us. The dogs can hear more than us. They're tuned in to higher frequencies. We're just blocked. And there's a lot of reasons why we're blocked. That's a whole nother conspiracy, isn't it? We can go down that path later. But yeah, I love you guys so much. So if you need any attunements, you can ask your guides to help you. The Arcturians are so helpful at the moment, honestly. I mean, they all are. So many galactics. There's good and there's bad. So just make sure, it's just like humans. Humans. Let's send some love and compassion to the humans at the moment. They really need it. We've got to remember, we don't want to be feeding these negative entities as well. We need to take responsibility. If we're really focusing on the lower vibrational, if we're getting caught up in all the ridiculous crap that these puppeteers are creating, all the politics of the wars and everything, they want us to be fearful. They want to put out negativity. Then we feel scared, we feel worried, we feel sad, we feel angry. Then that's what they feed off. So we really need to raise our frequency. So ask the high vibrational guides, like the high vibrational Arcturians, high vibrational Palladians, Galactics, Angelics. Ask for high vibrational. If you can't feel any high vibrational beings, go straight to source. Go to a golden bubble of light. Take yourself from wherever you are, your room, your house, your work, wherever you are. Go visualize going out to the planetary system, go out to the universal systems, and just keep going to source frequency. Go to the 0 point frequency where everything resides, where all is and nothing is at the same time, where light and dark are one. So, just ask for support, because we have free will. So I know it gets confusing of, you want to believe it, like you want to already feel the thing you have, but you also need to say, yes, this is what I want. You need to kind of ask and accept it. rather than the guides can't just do something because you have free will. They can't just help you or support you or fix whatever you need. They can't just do that because you have free will. And if you don't really ask for that support and believe it and receive it, then nothing's going to change. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for joining me. I will do, I'm going to do a galactic channeling soon. So I'll just put it out and you guys can find it later. Sorry, the Arcturians are coming in so strong right now. Ooh, this beautiful blue light, blue energy, so much. Oh, it's incredible. All right, so I am just going to wave my little crystals give you guys a bit of healing abundance. I'm going to have my coffee and crystals. Delicious coffee crystals channeling. And I thank you guys for joining me, and I'm sending so much love and light. Check me out on Patreon or on my website, lilyleaf11.com. And I will see you guys soon. Peace, vibes. Bye for now.